I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Let's do it, loyalty. 'Cause I'm taking royalty. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Let's do it, loyalty. 'Cause I'm taking royalty. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gate to open to a new tomorrow. Moving with the motion, say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I didn't take it. No, no. They let me through that, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Let's do it, loyalty. 'Cause I'm taking royalty.
Okay. I completely forgot that I had, I was doing a whole bunch of different things today, so, bear with me. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Didn't realize that I even had it running, with the stream open on my side. Oh, let's get out of here. Okay. Let's get back to work.
Don't you think we could be different if we could just take it slow, let it go, roll down all the windows, feel the wind rush through, hear the music, take the groove. Don't you know all I'll ever really wanna be is a connected high, you and I, pinnacle, climactic vibe. Show me yours, I'll show you mine, you don't have to pretend we're shy. Let's forget the 9 to 5, I just wanna feel alive. Take it slow, let it go, roll down all the windows. Show me yours, I'll show you mine, you don't have to pretend you're shy. Take it slow, let it go. Let's take a trip to uptown. Don't you wish we could be out of sight, out of mind? Take my hand, don't go slow, I'm just in the afterglow. Dance with me wildly, finally got some clarity. Don't you know all I'll ever really wanna wish we could be out of sight, out of mind? Take my hand, don't go slow. I'm chasing the afterglow. Dance with me, wild as me. Finally got some clarity. Don't you know? All I'll ever really wanna be is a connected high. You and I, pinnacle, climactic vibe. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. You don't have to pretend we're shy. Let's forget the water tide. Turn it up to overdrive. Take it slow, let it go. Roll down all the windows. Take it slow, let it go. Take it slow, let it go. Take it slow, let it go. Take my hand, don't go slow. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. You don't have to pretend to shy. Take it slow, let it go. 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 Let's take a trip to uptown. Don't you wish we could be out of sight, out of mind? Take my hand, don't go slow. I'm chasing the afterglow. Dance with me, wild as me. Finally got some clarity. Don't you know? All I'll ever really wanna be is a connected high. You and I, pinnacle, climactic vibe. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. You don't have to pretend we're shy. Let's forget the water tide. Turn it up to overdrive. Take it slow, let it go. Roll down all the windows.
Lately you don't feel like yourself, and you kinda hate it. You suppress all of the thoughts in your head and say it's complicated. You hide your pain, but I can see it etched on your face. I know the feeling, swear you're okay, but you're barely breathing. Don't you walk away. 'Cause I feel you getting lost, I feel you trailing off. Feel it in your words when you say there's nothing wrong. There's something so subliminal about the way that your hands shake whenever you talk. You stare into space like you're lost in your thoughts, surrounded by your paper walls. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me what's been going on. I was so caught up thinking about myself, never took time to listen. Couldn't see that you were going through hell. Now you're cold and distant. You say you're fine, but your heart is bleeding. Read me those lines, but they lost the meaning. I know something isn't right. See the demons in your eyes. I know you're afraid. I feel you getting lost, I feel you trailing off. Feel it in your words when you say there's nothing wrong. There's something so subliminal about the way that your hands shake whenever you talk. You stare into space like you're lost in your thoughts, surrounded by your paper walls. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me what's been going on. Won't you tell me now? You never answer when I call. Locked in your room and so withdrawn. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me what's been going on. I feel you getting lost, I feel you trailing off. I feel it in your eyes when you say there's nothing wrong. There's something so subliminal, so subliminal about the way that your hands shake whenever you talk. You stare into space like you're lost in your thoughts, surrounded by your paper walls. Tell me what's been going on. Cold-hearted, but I'm just getting started. My eyes on the target. No, no. You're the better ones, you kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me
Hey, Steppen. Or Which one would you prefer, RC or Steppen? I'm assuming RC now. I'm not even sure. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Just connecting up the game now. I got the base elements working for each of the different parts, so the concept is done. I'm just connecting them now. So yesterday I did a single entry point for the whole app. Now it's just building through that. Save load system was already made, so after this it's just going to be connecting into that to create a new character. Not going to make the whole character creation system, but go in there. It should just give me my default character, and I enter the world map, and then from there I need to make a way to enter a dungeon, which is like a map like this, basically. And once that's done, that's basically proof of concept. And from there, it's just building out like RPG stuff. Right, like you know, the UI for the inventory items. You can already equip stuff and whatnot. There's like stats. It's just visualizing that for the player to see it, and building out like the whole item lists and stuff like that. Like I gotta spend the time to make all of those different items. But thank you so much. I gotta connect the two: RCA Yellow and Steppen. It's cool. YouTube is the place for lurking. Alright, so
Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright.
that's okay, dude. Just I mean, if as long as you're entertained or, you know, you're learning whatever it is that you get from this, I'm well and happy. I also, at the same time, I also stream this on Twitch. Sorry, not Twitch. On well, yes, on Twitch, but also on Discord. So whenever like I feel like I'm gonna be able to accomplish something, that's when I then stream it also on YouTube. But otherwise, I just stream it on that Discord channel. Is what I've been doing. No, you don't worry about Twitch, man. It's okay. The wires crossed. I was thinking about Discord for some reason. I said Twitch. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna add an animation to this now for it to show in, but unfortunately we're about to lose all of the information on these. So, give me a sec. 8. Thanks for the follow, man. Let's take some notes though on this.
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies, got one too many.
But as usual, if you have any questions, like about what I'm doing, like why I'm doing what I'm doing, feel free to ask, man. I consider this my opportunity to be as educational as possible. I started doing this mainly because I was getting tons of questions when I used to stream on certain Discord channels with a high population. A lot of folks would just pop in and start asking questions about, especially like state machines. So I just decided to start streaming on YouTube and just storing what I do. So I could always just point folks to say, hey, you know, I did a video on that. You could see exactly how I would make it. Okay, so we stored all of that information. Yeah, like I'll show you an example. I think I have it already open. This is like my game manager here. So there's something called a single access system that you want to do for your games. Think of it kind of like when you start a game up and you see that big splash screen at the beginning and stuff. There's things happening under the hood. And so that is your single access setup. You could do it multiple ways. I chose this time to do it inside of my game manager. And typically what you want to have controlling, this is just one example of a use case for a state machine. You want to have a state machine controlling your single access logic. So in this case, on initialize, the game manager is the first thing that's set up. And it has an awake that's called here, the boot up, which is called on start for it. So when you see that Unity logo come up, this is what's called at the same time. And then boot up is going to wait until the state machine manager is ready. This is all custom code, but basically this is me creating now a list of different states for my state machine. Right? So we have here, it's very simple. We have the initialize state, start screen, transitions, and so on. In the initialize state, we store a function that's this guy right here. And so when we change this state, it'll call this function. Or rather, erase what I just said. In this case, when we initialize this state machine inside of the state machine manager, it's going to create a state machine for us. It will call this. And this is now going to add all of this logic on initialize. And so it's going to... Hey, Nick, how you doing, man? Give me 1 second. So when this is called initialize, I actually did this wrong. What I actually want to do is do this. There we go. That's what I actually want to do. So basically, this is going to initialize. This is anything that's inside of this now is going to be called when we try to initialize our state machine. And then over here, we just grab the state, which is this case, the initialized state. And then we add this logic to the state machine. So whenever we are told, whenever the game manager enters initialize, it's now going to fire off this code because this logic is added to this state. So it's kind of like an injector, if you want to think of it like that. Hey, congrats, Nick. I think you're the richest person again now. So this is a state machine, right? And so what's actually happening here is when I'm in this state, that means that I don't have access to any of the logic in these states. Right? So it locks the game in those specific states, so we don't end up... I'm pretty sure you've at least played a game once or twice, like probably an indie game, where like you open up the UI, but your character can still move in the background, or you might press a button, but it's doing two different things at the same time. That's a sign that either they don't use a state machine, or they've improperly set up something where they probably didn't disconnect something between states. But that's basically what a state machine is for. Wait, Roman is still streaming? I haven't seen him stream in a very long time. I mean, when he was streaming. I have not seen him stream. I see videos like once each month. Anyway, let me get back to work. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna add an animation here. That's the target for today. Okay, we got it. So we just need to start over here. That right here is good. Okay, good stuff. Okay, good enough. And yeah, it is kind of late, but I'm finding that I'm just streaming when I get the inspiration to do stuff, and this is really a setup, Nick, for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm going to be doing some more heavier stuff. Yesterday I did some pretty heavy stuff also. The single access was pretty complex to set up, but I took care of it. Once you get that right, your game is pretty much done. That's what I've experienced. Like, I'll let you. So single access is one of those things that you don't really experience when you do game jams. It's usually for when you're doing for production games. If you're doing the production game correctly, you should be doing single access. And then once you've gotten single access, that's basically set up the entire flow of your game. Right? That's your actual run through to how you're going to handle your gameplay loop. So I got that done yesterday. So today is basically just preparing for tomorrow, which is going to be hooking in the save load system. And then hooking in the world generation and character creation and stuff like that. This is basically just preparing all of the places that need to be prepared for tomorrow, so I don't have headaches. But single access was super important to get done. It's actually really easy. It's just, depending on the scope of your game, it can get tough. Well, tricky, more like it. But again, once you get it done, it's pretty good. I wonder... Nice. Holidays are fantastic. Alright, so let's start with just recording. This is this very simple animation. We just need to grab this guy. And interesting. Oh, I see what the problem is. I see what the problem is. This billboarding script. When we actually run it, we'll see what it does. Can I just disable the billboarding script or no?
They say that love is blind, but I never trusted sight. When I
Oh,
turn and
okay.
look inside, there's nothing I can't find. In the silence of the night, when my demons come alive, I hear a voice disguised, telling me we're not alright. You're always on my mind. On my mind. You're always on my mind. On my mind. One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel my love.
There we go.
They say that love is blind, but I never trusted sight. When I turn and look inside, there's nothing I can't find. In the silence of the night, when my demons come alive, I hear a voice disguised, telling me we're not alright. You're always on my mind.
Interesting.
On my mind. You're always on my mind. On my mind. One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss,
Interesting.
feel my love.
Ah,
Taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel my love.
In the morning, you felt so safe back then. Be honest, you live in your own circle.
okay, there we go. Alright, so let's play it and see what it looks like. Okay, good stuff. What was that now? What I will be doing is up in the air. You know what isn't up in the air next? Time. If you're gonna do it, do it. You know? Alright, let's run this and see what happens. Good stuff. Okay. I mean, I can do it, I guess. It's just, I mean, if you want to do it, I have no problems with that. It's just, I don't know. I guess you can call it procrastination. Like, I'm assuming it's just get a bot and then have the bot and then hook the bot up with my OBS. Or my YouTube or something. I don't know. But just have the bot subscribe to my YouTube or something? Yeah. It's just procrastination on my side. But I figured it was probably something like that. I should do it, though, because, you know, that's probably a good reason. If folks join the Discord, it's probably because they want to keep up to date with what's going on. So, I should probably do that. I should definitely do that. I'll do it. It's thanks. I'll you lit the fire under my butt to get that done. I'll take care of it. With that said, here. I don't know. I'll just bring you up on this thing. Give me a sec. There. That's weird. That's super weird. Maybe because you're the only... Let me get rid of Mortal. There we go. So there you go. You're now golden core. I don't know what that does, but because I completely forgot how I set things up. But I think golden core is basically admin. Where am I? There we go. Okay. So, yeah. So we need to add a little bit more noise to that animation, I think, and we should be good. Oh, wow. I just realized that my chat was scrolled up. I'm so sorry, Steppen. I missed some stuff. Okay. So it goes, oh, that makes sense. Okay, so it keeps all the processes separate. So, exactly, that's a state machine. And what all games have you made? I've participated in making, and made. Mostly, I've done like 2 games on my own, and mostly Game Jam games. You'd see some of them, I streamed the creation of a couple of them. Early on, it was a reverse, one was in a reverse, tower defense game, which is pretty cool. We did that in like 4 days, I think, 3-4 days. That's a funny story. The guy who invited us to do that actually ended up flaking out, and it was just me and this really super cool programmer dude. And I gotta tell you, man, I was like dead. It wasn't that it was hard. We made a mistake on Git where I had pushed, and I guess he didn't realize I pushed, and then he pushed and then overwrote my push. And so like the streamline for the game the next day when I went to, like, I woke up the next day and then I went to start deving on it again, and I was like, wait a second, why is nothing making sense? I like flipped because that was like the day before, and you know, I knew I shouldn't flip, and I was trying not to flip, but it was like, you know, you spend 9 hours putting that together and then it's just gone, and I was just like, I needed to get water, I needed to go out, I needed to touch grass or something. That was a fun game to make. It came out pretty good, though. I like it. It introduced me to a whole bunch of different mathematical concepts with regards to like how to handle targeting and trajectory for objects in 2D space. What Nick says, what I will be doing is up in the air. That's the plan. Would you like me to set up? Oh, we read that. No, not even OBS. Nor do I have access to bots, so I'm not sure if the role does anything at all. Oh, okay. I'll just bring you to Nascent, because Nascent is where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure I have access to all of that, so give me a second. I was just interested to see if it would create, like, the extra slot for the, because it should have created an extra slot for you, but I don't think Golden Core... Like, you see how Nascent and Foundation has slots? There you go. There you go. I love to stream. Thank you. I'll send you the link for my asteroid shooter one. That one is pretty solid. It was done in Unity way back, but it's like the game that I worked on alone, and it took me like what, 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks to make it, and it came out pretty good. It has all kinds of weird stuff. And then Nick says, I just have this exact effect on everyone around. Charles Dilks, hello, sir. Awesome. I just started a 2.5D ARPG myself. That is fantastic to hear, dude. 2.5D or bust. Well, RPG is rough, but 2.5D is great. How long have you been working on it, or you just started? Let's try that again. Let's see what the intro looks like again. I think I made a mistake somewhere in the animation. Yeah, something is off here. Yeah, okay. There it is. Okay, so it's number 4.
She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter and a string jacket round her waist. When she gets a bite, you better run, you better hide, better prove that you're not worth the chase.
Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary. Once she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live. Creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and down and round and round.
I think it was number 4 was the problem, right?
Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter and she might just come for you. Should always
Yeah, it's definitely not RPGs are just generally time sinks. That's every time that I make one, it's like it hurts a little bit time wise. You watch the weeks go by. Alright, let's check it out. That should have fixed the number 4. Thank you so much. Okay, this looks fine. You want to see what the actual fighting of the game... I don't think... Oh, wait. This is supposed to be... Interesting. This needs to go a little bit further. Actually, this could probably go back now because it's going to go faster. Okay. There we go. Okay, that works. That looks really good now. I didn't even catch the fade in for this, but 3 seconds looks like it's good enough. All right, let's throw this into the full flow for so let's do this first. We're going to save this scene, unload it, catch ourselves up on what's going on with the persistence scene. Turn this into a build and then run. Okay. So then what we're supposed to do here is left click. Then once we left click, we're going to go, it's going to unload this and then go into the start menu. Oh, awesome. Steppin'. Thank you. Hold on, let me assign you to the mortal. So that way, I think you can't see anything until I do that. So give me 1 sec. There you go. Thank you very much, Charles. Unfortunately, I forgot exactly what I was looking at, so I have to do it again. Okay, okay, there we go. Alright, so this is the single access part now that I was telling you about before. I think I can just go here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Game Manager. So, it's pretty simple. So now you see that I have this here. So this is the benefit of using single access, right? Now, all of the different components of my game are listed here. And I can, in order, execute on these, which then sets up the flow of the rest of the game in code for everything else that's going to happen downstream of here. So everything, if I ever have a bug, I can go through these, and it'll lead me to every corner, every nook and cranny of my game, basically. Which is pretty cool. That's what makes single access. It organizes your game for you, if you've done it right. In this case, we only need to execute on the single access once, which is when we do the boot. Pretty cool. The bot is working. Thank you. Would have been a world record speedrun if I didn't mess up pressing Control. Skill tree background looks awesome. Ah, you saw it? Yeah. There's a lot of different things that I had to take care of that just individually came out really nicely. If I get a chance, I'll show them. I'll try to do an expose on them in a second, but one sec. Gotta remember what I was trying to do now. Okay, so okay, so we start off with the main camera rig on. We turn it to false here. When we turn it to false, this is already that we've loaded the other scene. So we should just immediately switch over to the next camera. Are you seeing like how this is working now? Like first we start off doing the intro, right? By default, our main camera is on. We do a play intro on this. Then we make sure that if we are playing the intro, we turn off our day-night stuff. We don't want other lights having an effect on the UI. And then we load our scene. We make sure that we set whatever the last scene was, this to the last scene, because this is going to be the first scene in the game loader. And then we await. This is an async loader. This is Unity stuff. Well, I mean, this is a custom script, but it's using Unity's stuff on the back end. And then we turn off our main camera here because this would have loaded. Wait one sec. Probably want to do this here. Right? Because here we are using what's called a multi-scene workflow, where we have two separate scenes. We have the persistent scene, which has all of our persistent objects, including the main camera. And we just don't want that running if we have a different scene with a different camera. So we just make sure to turn that off here. So once this is... so when I implement this, the progress bar during the loading scene, you're going to see like a loading bar go by and fill up. That's basically what this is about. Okay. Thank you. Believe it or not, the world map, building the world map was faster than building the skill tree. Like by about like a week. Because with the skill tree, I had to build out tools and everything on the back end on Unity side. It took me having to learn how to use UI elements. Okay, and then we just play the outro. Right, and so now this is just our flow, and we can put later on now when we're ready. After I finish testing this out, building up, I'm going to start adding in more things within this that this is going to be doing during the initialization process. Okay. So we just need to see if we broke anything or not. Nope, we didn't. Works perfectly fine. All right. Now, what we want is this is now scene independence, right? We don't want other things affecting other things across different scenes. So we have not set up our input manager to actually connect any form of inputs, and we're not going to yet. We're going to start doing that once we enter different states. That's like when we enter the world area, we'll have different inputs. When we enter the dungeon area, we'll have different inputs. And when we enter the UI, we'll have different inputs. Right? That's the idea. So there we go. That's a state machine. Okay. So now that we're back here, actually, let's go here real quick. So in this case, what we want is what we want is for this to move on its own, because I don't want to set it up yet. But I'm going to make a script for it. So let's go here. Because I just don't want to set, like, I could just should I do it? Like, I could just write something here like click to continue, but I think I'm going to make it just go automatically. So let's do that. I feel like I wrote that wrong in... Yeah, I did. I think I'm falling asleep or something. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Nepal. It's going all right, man. Taking my time today. Yeah. It's going all right. We're just finishing up our single access, getting through the start menu. Okay. So we'll just do that. What? What the heck was that? Oh, whoops. Gotcha. Okay. So this will get us our scene for the start menu. And then we can do just do this actually. And I guess this we can change this transition to being something else. So properties. Let's do a horizontal curtain, and we'll play that transition. Is this an async? Yeah, it is. Okay. I already forgot how to do it. Awaitable, that's what it is. Okay. Or we could do it this way. There we go. Accurate. There, that should do it. All right. So now we could just do this. And we can just do this. Properties dot scene start menu. And we can tell it that the transition should be properties. There. That should do the trick. Okay. So now we just need to go back to initialization and have it control that using the animation. What? Did I accidentally... Oh, this is garbage. Okay. Please don't tell me that I have to write that code again. That would be so sad. That would be very sad. Okay, it's still there. This is garbage. We're gonna get rid of that. And get rid of this. Okay, there. So we'll give it like 2 seconds. And then we will tell it to begin exit at that point. This now should bring me to the start menu. So let's save this. Let's just double check that flow is working. All right, good. And let's test it. Unload the scene. It should just automatically now bring me through.
I never thought I'd feel like this.
Close enough. We need to work on the transition. It's not working properly, but that's fine. Are these not moving at all? Oh, okay, never mind. I needed to actually click my screen. Okay. So if we click that. Alright, good stuff. Alright. You've been hard at work? Yeah, man. I'm trying. Nick says, I like when my monitor is actually set to 60 Hz out of 120 for no reason at all. Even though it was set to 120 yesterday. Why can't we journey east? Patience! Patience! We're about to journey east. Alright, so let's set up some stuff now. So you've got the flow working. We need to fix transitions, but it's not really breaking anything. That's a good part about when you've properly null-gated your code. You don't have... It's a good and a bad thing. You don't get any exceptions, but then if you forget why it doesn't work, good luck. Let's see. But it's a good sign also because it means I've properly separated the concerns, which is a major part of the single access. You need to separate it. Basically, it's going to force you to separate the concerns of your game, which is really nice. Why is this thing not... Oh, that's why. It's been so long since I've used button. Normally I would just have an event, but we're gonna do it through button this time. Bear with me as I try to remember how button's set up. I think we just need to take this. This. Yeah, basically. In single access, we just create a single access point for all of the logic. So once you enter your game, everything is going through one point, and then from there it branches into the trees of managers. And then each manager is basically emulating the first single access. So they're kind of giving all of their controllers subscriptions and handshakes, basically. And that's what creates the separation of concern along the way. Yeah, it's really convenient once you get it working, because then you can create like you see like how I have my properties, like this script like this call right here. So this is a scriptable object right here. And so I can just call my scriptable objects like this, which is just super convenient. All right, so that's like all part of this gigantic system that is made to ultimately... It's a lot of boilerplate, but once you get it working, like I can tell you this: the boilerplate is at the very beginning. It's super slow, but once you get it working, it speeds up the game development process so much. Okay, so we need to find... Where's our canvas map? Is it on camera target? No. Oh. I'm looking for, where is the, Did I delete it? There's something that's missing here. I think it's the fog. One sec. Did I accidentally delete the fog? Yeah, I did. That's what I'm looking for. I'm like, where the heck did I... Oh my goodness. I know for a fact that I hit save. I said, let's save. And I press Control S and I saw when it loaded the save. Before I did anything else. I remember even saying it. Like, I'm going to roll the tape back after this and see exactly what I did. Because I know that I pressed Control S right after. But apparently, it did not save. It did not save. Which is crazy talk, right? Because I'm going to do this. Let's unload this real quick. We're not going to save it. Don't save. And let's load this again. unload this. Because even when I just ran it, I just saw it do it, and then it also had the, it also ran the fog. Okay, so let's run it now and see what it does. Yeah, it got rid of the fog for some reason. Like, I remember saying, let's save, and then I clicked it, pressed Control S, I saw the little asterisk go away. See, the fog is there. Which tells me there's a version of this that it has with the fog. Alright, let's remove this scene. There's only one start menu scene. Let's add it back in. And see, it doesn't have the fog. Or is the fog somewhere else and I'm just not seeing it? I think the fog is under the camera. There it is. Okay, there we go. Oh, I started almost losing it. Okay. Yeah, it just needed to, like, get rid of it and bring it back, and then it's back. Okay, awesome. Oh. Yeah, I mean, things happen, right? Like they say, S happens when you party naked. So, I'm like, I was about to roll the tape. Like, I know I pressed Control S, but it does stuff. Okay, so we needed access to these the flow. So, canvas. So this should be on. I think I have to make them public. What the heck am I looking at? I have no clue what this is about. I think we're in the wrong area. Okay. Get rid of this. There we go. This is the right one. I think we have to make this public in order for it to properly display on the Unity event. Hey, it's been a long day. Spent some time in Oblivion. Kicked off a fresh mage build, pure magic, no weapons. Catch you tomorrow. All right, take care, Nepal. And I mean, there's a lot of people talking about Oblivion, man. So it's definitely I expect to see big numbers. That game is super popular right now. Like everywhere I go, people are talking about it. Like I haven't seen people this into Bethesda games since Skyrim launched.
You are an amazing ball of light, circling
Okay, so
this heart you satellite.
because we are testing stuff, I'm gonna do this
Don't you know
in start, in start we're gonna do this. Hey, back from the freaking Shadow Realm, Roman. How are you doing, man? It's been forever and a day, bro. I thought he forgot what YouTube was. Listen, where's GTA 20, bro? Let's see.
Should I ever tell them how I really feel? Should I ever tell them how I really feel? Should I ever tell them how I really feel? Should I ever tell them how I really feel?
Let's do this down here, actually. It's 3 a.m. right now. I don't know what's up or down anymore.
I really
Bro, take it easy, Nick. Holy cow. Now I feel like you like it. Now I feel as terrible for doing that to you, bro. Well, it's not my fault. You're the one who popped on at 3 a.m., bro. Okay. So all we need to do is test to see if this left click stuff is actually working or not. Whoops, hold on. We need to get rid of that. Managers. Turn this back onto editing mode. And now let's try it. I think we forgot to hook in the button, though. Like, I don't think it's going to do anything if I press it. Yeah, okay, we forgot to hook in the button. Derp. There we go. Start game clicked. Alright, let's see what happens now. So the idea is when I left click, it should just hide the menu. When I right click, it should show it. So if I left click, okay, it hides it. We saw we have problems though, right? We can double click it. So let's take care of that. Hmm.
One of us seems to circle the other. As you go, you
Hmm.
remain a stranger to me. To you,
Hmm. Hmm.
places left
Hmm.
uncovered. I'm thinking about
Okay.
forever. I've got
We gotta do it this way.
the coin. You hold me, turn me on for right now, but expect to forget about it.
This is just really an exception because I'm preparing for tomorrow. So tomorrow morning I'll be working on what I'm setting up for right now. So right now, it's basically I want to just get the start menu done. Then tomorrow I'm going to be connecting my save menu and hooking in the main game sequence to the single access that I had set up yesterday. And once that's done, basically the gameplay loop is ready to be completed. Right? Like you can enter the game, play the game, enter a dungeon, fight enemies, exit the dungeon, save your game, exit the game, come back, load your game, do it again. Roadmap and retire. Thank you. But I figure posting shorts at this hour makes the most sense. Ah. So what's been going on, Roman? I saw that you got a lot of your art done. I mean, I can tell you this. Your modeling skills have... I don't know if they were good to begin with, but they're definitely pretty solid, bro. Like, you have the ability to go from imagination to a valid model, which is pretty cool. I think this is the best time to mention. Yesterday I had a homeless guy sleeping right in front of my neighbor's door. I need to walk my dog and just saw a snoring man there. That is not a good sign. That is never a good sign. Be careful. It's not so much that the person is without a home, it's more like you don't know the situation that they're mentally in. Okay. So since we have this here, we could technically just get away with doing... We could technically do it here. That should be it. Instead of having to do all of them here. There we go. Alright, let's try it out now. Thank you, man. Yeah, I've been modeling and texturing a lot. That's about it. I think I have like 70% more of the model done for the game, so I hope it... Oh, something went null referenced. Oh. We did a herp to derp. We forgot to do this. There we go. Okay. Now let's try it. Okay, so now if I click that, what happens? Yeah, nothing. Right. What did I do wrong, Roman? Tell me, please. I've been updated and shared. Wait, what? I've been following an update you've shared on Discord. I really like. Hold on, I missed stuff. I checked the camera. Oh, they're chill. I checked the cameras in the morning. He was so confused. I'm not sure. That's okay. So he might not have been homeless. He might have just been drunk, or maybe both. That is crazy. That is funny and crazy. I've been following the update you shared on Discord. I really like them. They feel like personal devlogs. How's development going overall? Is it? So, yeah. I mean, it's just fun sharing and getting feedback. I think. So, it's hard to say. Like, since the last time that I posted on Work in Progress, I haven't had anything that needs to be posted, or not needs to, but is like in a format that I can just say, oh, here's like a video of what I accomplished. Boom. Right? Like I can't do that with this stuff. This stuff is just all code. So like I guess I could show like some of the stuff that I did, like using scriptable objects to organize my files out. Like that's all the stuff that I took care of. So in that regard, I guess you could say the development of the game kind of stalled a little bit because I was developing tools in Unity in parity, and so when you start developing tools, like you start building, you know, editor related stuff, the game dev related stuff takes a hit in no matter what. It's just going to happen. So the biggest hit was obviously making that whole, like the whole graph system here for the skill tree, to get the skill tree to work, all of this. And then this part itself, this part wasn't hard. It was using this to create scriptable objects, then using scriptable objects to create like I'll show it. So like these are my scriptable objects here. So like it'll store all, this stores like all of my different transitions, right? My generator. Right, and then we have one for scenes also. And this one will just store all of the different scenes that are in the game right now. Well, so far. The ones that I've added anyway. And so I can just use this to load my scenes. In fact, you've seen me do it through this already. Using my other system. So all of these different systems are connecting. So it's really just like making sure there's no bugs along the way. That's what I've been working on. So it's kind of hard to like post a work in progress that. Like, it's a lot. It's kind of a lot. Yeah, basically it's hard to show that stuff. But it's stuff that you have to get, it's stuff that you have to do. In my case, because this is RPGs are just rough, and you got to be organized when you're making them. But definitely the next time that I have something that's actually like in a format that I can show, I'll like, you know I'm gonna post it in work in progress. I like sharing it with you. I like getting your feedback. I should post it in more places if I was a good marketer, but I suck at marketing. Like Nick today just helped me out by setting up a bot that'll post on my Discord when I'm ready to stream. Like, I should have done that. Like, I've just been so I've been procrastinating so much on that. Okay, let's get back to work. So we have 2 audio listeners. That's because this guy needs to be turned off for right now. Yes, absolutely. Like, the ability to get my scriptable objects by using this, where is it? Like this right here is an example. Like, I just get the type of transition that I want and the scene that I want to transition to. And these are scriptable objects that'll target specific scenes. That now I don't need to remember the name of my scenes or rely on Unity's build. And I'm pretty sure you've used Unity's build already to try to look stuff up, and it's not consistent. At least for me, it's not been consistent. So this is consistent, right? And that's useful. That's very useful. And this is just like a very fast way of just saying, hey, I want to transition to a scene, and it's going to handle the entire transition process for me. And that goes back to the single access setup that I had before. Like, this just pings right back to single access, and it's going to handle all of the logic that needs to happen there with like turning on buttons or turning off other buttons and things like that. Like, I don't want every button, you know, depending on the scene that you're going into. Yeah, totally. You could share the updates on your socials and repost it on Discord. Yeah, you do that. I don't have any socials, dude. Like, I think YouTube is my only social. The only one that I had was Twitter, and like, I don't even know how I got banned on that, but it is what it is. Like, I should definitely consider. I mean, I have a Reddit, so maybe I can post on Reddit. Like, Reddit always gets attention, though. Like, when I was first made my first 2 YouTube videos and posted on Reddit, it was just like a ton of feedback on Reddit. So, and that was like immediately. But then again, videos get more interest anyway than live streams. All right, let's get back to work. I talked about, what, 2.5 months ago, Nick? Making the tools? Nick? Oh, yeah. Yeah. True. It's procrastination 101, man. I just, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I knew that I should do it, and then it just kept going out of sight, out of mind. Okay. So we have a problem. It was that when I left click this thing, it disabled the interact, but did not actually. One sec. What am I gonna do here?
Try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like what did this all mean? There's no tomorrow. For you know, I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Goes on till I feel dead inside.
I think I just had it backwards. So we don't need this. But we just wrote it in backwards. That's all. We're derping. Alright, let's try it now. We are derping. So are you thinking about, like, after you feel more comfortable to start streaming again, Roman? Awesome. Okay, and we can't spam the button. Awesome. Okay. So now when we click any of these, it should do that. I don't think these are hooked in. Yep, they're not hooked in. Okay. So normally I wouldn't even do this. What I would do is I would just get the buttons and then register to the buttons on click event, which might be better. But since we're already here, I don't mind doing it this way, I guess. So we're not going to click the... So here's a tip. Let me actually finish setting this up. For folks who are inclined to do so, I guess. You do not ever want to do this when you are testing your... There we go. Okay, saved. You do not ever want to do this, so we're just going to disable this for right now. Otherwise, we'll quit our, we'll close Unity. And we want to just do debug. Or are you like retired from streaming now, Roman? Yeah, Reddit is good. The Discord bot, energy. I don't think I'll get back to streaming for a long while, and if I do, I would probably do it in a secondary channel, so people that watch the devlogs don't get the streaming notification or anything. Is there like a reason for that? I mean, besides, I know the reason why you're... Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. That sucks, man. I can't get to harass my, I can't get to harass you anymore, and I don't know, it feels like something is missing from my life now. Okay. I think we're good. I'm gonna actually show off a little bit of the game, I guess. So let's unload this scene real quick. I don't know if enemies are even working, but we'll turn enemies on and see what happens. Let's turn the camera rig on. Okay, so yeah, the enemies need help. So what is this? This is actor. What is this? So it's saying null reference exception, object reference not set. So it's saying it doesn't have an entity. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So we never created an entity for the enemies yet, so let's actually just do that real quick. I think it's the class's name is actually just enemy. Yep, okay. Okay, enemy. I don't know if this is gonna work. I haven't used it yet. Like I said, I haven't gotten to... So the enemies used to work, but then I redid my entity system in preparation for the single access, and so I haven't actually set up entity... the player works fine. I haven't set up the enemies, or checked to see if the enemies would work. But they shouldn't take too much code to work. It's just a few things to hook up. Like, these need to be created through the entity manager, but since I don't want to do that yet, I'm just going to do it like this here. And hope that's good enough. Alright, let's try it out. Whenever I stream again, I'll let you know, so yeah. The same goes to you, Nick, but we can chat more often. Yeah. All compiler errors need to be fixed. Need to get rid of this. Yeah, man, without being able to, like, ask you about GTA 21, you know, it's like... It feels like as if I'll never get to see what happened in Nico's story. Or Nico's great-great-great-grandchildren, I guess. Ah, this is going to be a bigger problem than I thought. You know what? We just won't add the enemies. Let's turn them off. When I figure out like how to implement the enemies, then we'll do it. But this is just the player running around, I guess. What's going on? Something is... Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, you've already seen like combat with the enemies when the enemies are working. I just need to hook them into the new system, so they should be fine. But the player works fine. And I even fixed the mouse issue. There was like an issue that I was having where the cursor wasn't properly aligning. So here's a trick. When you're in a 3D world and you do the screen ray to point in world, there's an offset based on, because all rays are coming from the center of the screen. So if you go down here, there's going to be an offset where the object is just going to be off by a certain amount. Right? You can see it. So you have to find ways to minimize that, especially like when you zoom in like this, you're going to find like it goes off way far, too far. There's no real way of actually zeroing it out. Or at least no way that I know of. But when you zoom out completely, you don't get that effect.
I got a piece of my heart that's covered in gold.
Aha! Just wait until the swords are done. The swords are going to be freaking awesome. I already have some animations in mind for them.
We're gonna make it. No matter where we go, I know we're not alone. We face it all 'cause now we know that we can.
But that's nice to hear. Thank you.
'Cause we go big or we go home. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. This is paradise. This is paradise.
Okay. We need to fix... That just lets me know I need to fix enemies up so they work properly. So the thing with enemies is... I need to make a version of enemies that are just baddies, and they're not persistent. The only ones that I have are the ones that are persistent right now. Which are like the player and the NPCs. So it breaks when I try to add an enemy, and it's supposed to just not have much in it. Oh, I forgot to show you. So this is actually whoops. This is something that I took care of yeah, like a couple days ago. It turned out pretty cool. This is something I could have shown. This is the instead of using an HP bar like I had before. Let's turn the player on. There we go. So instead of using the HP system like we had before, we have this over here. I don't even know what's going on. I think my just... Oh, I forgot to turn this on. There we go. Okay. So these, I'm going to add a tooltip to them. But basically these are like wounds. And they're going to have different symbols on them. But each one's going to be unique to like what it represents. But basically it's kind of like... So here's what is interesting about this. Unity doesn't have an overflow method for this. I had to custom make this. So what I mean by that is... where is it? So let's go like this. So you'll see, like, for example, it corrects itself like that. And if I like bring back in like a couple of them, you'll see it goes like that. But then like when you go over the flow, overflowing it, or over the amount that it likes to have, it'll start stacking them. It's pretty cool, I think. It actually only took me about maybe like an hour or so. I did the entire thing on stream. I think it only took me like an hour and a half at most. It was really simple to make this. But mainly because like I already knew what I wanted it to do. It was just a matter of like all of the math involved I had already done before, so it wasn't too crazy. And I gotta give Unity credit where it's due. Their system for setting this up is just like so brain dead. Like, it was no real problems. But yeah, anyway, so these wounds are supposed to stack up. So if you like take head damage to the head, you'll see like concussion here, whatever. When you like bring your mouse over and tooltip on it, it'll tell you like what type of wounds you got, and it's already set up to organize them properly. But I'm not back to that yet. Like I decided to go to this side to build into the game first. Yeah, I think you're this. I think Nick, you're probably cheating, man. Not gonna lie, like. In a way, yeah, in a way. It's basically like a wound system instead of having an HP system. He cheats. He has to be. Like, he keeps hitting the... I don't know what he does, but he keeps hitting the jackpot over and over again. Like, he lost once, and that's about... You know what, Nick? Put $7,000 on the line right now. 7,000 points on the line right now. I'm pretty sure you have, like, 7,000, right? I just want to see, like, what happens. I mean, do you dare to put it? Let's... I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Oh, you lost, dude? Darn, I'm sorry. That sucks, man. You'll get him next time. Right? You don't want to become like the 99% who quit before they win, right? You had a ridiculous ton of cash, though. Like, that was a lot. You know what? Oh. No. I get to return the favor to you, Roman, since you're here. This one was fun when you did it. Where are you? There you go. There you go. All right, so let's get back to work. Okay, so we need to make 2 new UIs. We need to make a couple new UIs. We need to make one for the settings menu. So let's just, I don't really care too much about that right now. So how do we want to handle this? I think we want to keep this minimalized, as minimized as possible. So we can... Grr. What am I doing? Let's go here.
If the sky's breaking down, if the lightning comes to strike, I'll be the projection on the wall that it lights. I care so light, just look into the sky and follow the light. My fate in my own hands, game in my eyes. Give me the thunder, hear the thunder, cozy thunder, right now. Give me the thunder, hear the thunder, cozy thunder, right now. Give me
So in Godot, one of the cool things that they use, I don't know if they have that in Unity, is a settings, right? So like instead of me having to go in and then always setting up the font style, I can actually just like have like consider it like a scriptable object, and I can set that as my default settings, and then inside of that give it context. So like in this type of menu, it'll have this type of settings, and then I drag and drop it to that type of menu, and then from that point going forward, any menu that is similar, any menu item that is similar to that menu item will then utilize that specific kind of font or font sizes and things like that. And it's really cool. Like, stuff like that is just like awesome. I think I want to keep this on the left side. Right, and then I think that's what I want. Maybe not. Let me see.
Your change over time, and guess who was right? Your parents told you could make everything alright. You want to be different, but you're still ignorant. You want to have control. You run away from home, desperately looking for strength. No place you can go, no one to stand by your side. Too scared to get help. You want to have control.
I promised I wasn't going to take invest a lot of time into this yet. But here I am tweaking little things about this. Okay, take care, RC. Have a great night, man, and thank you for joining. Better. What time is it actually? 9. Okay. I think it's good to do this because this could help set up like the tempo for the rest of my UI. I haven't exactly decided on what my UI was going to look like, so maybe this is good. What do you guys think? I think this is a good looking minimalist UI. I think this is a good looking minimalist UI.
For the high stakes heartbreak that surrounds me. You want me, you won't let me go. So I burn so. I can feel you coming like a wildfire. I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the light. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire.
Okay, Roman. Oh, I hold on. Are you saying goodbye to RCA or are you leaving also? Yeah, I'm going to take it as you were saying goodnight to RCA. Or Steppen. He goes by either. I think this is a good looking UI setup. Like to just continue it like this would be pretty good. You could potentially maybe make like a shader for like up and down wiggling. That's a thing. Maybe. Ah, okay. I didn't see that. You're copying? Oh, coping. No, I thought he was saying goodnight to RCA, because RCA said goodnight.
How will I know if I'm ready? The demons unleashed from your mind hold me steady.
Okay, I think this is a strong looking UI. I'm gonna keep this UI for the rest of the game. I think that all of my other UIs are gonna be based off of this. I don't. Dude, my mother works the same way, man. Like, she doesn't believe in sleeping at all. I tell you. When I talk with her, it's like, I don't know. Like, when I call her or meet up, like, it's just like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Some people operate on a different sleep schedule. Like, nighttime is the new daytime.
I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the lighter. If I'm not careful, you burn right through my soul, burning like a wildfire, dynamizer.
You've been on my way since day one. I wait every day since summer. Babe, the only thing I'm missing, only thing regretting is losing you. I'd rather be since day one. I did it all not too wrong. But in every goddamn racing, I find a demon weak inside my mind. So baby, now we up. Yeah, we're making everything that we go on. And every time we dizzy or drunk, nights you cut and say no more. Only chiva.
I think we need to get, like, legit borders instead of just doing this way. Oh, we're also...
I'm gonna say sorry. Prefiero llamarme cuando quieras call me. Si me ves, coquero te está vibrando el móvil. Si te vas un retorno, tú cambiaste el entorno. And you wanna return. What you want, what you need from me. Que me falta por decir. Dice dímelo a mí. Yo no sé nada de ti. What you want, what you need from me. No hay nada que decir. So now let's say I'm about to blow up. Say I'm about to blow up. to you. I'm lost again. I don't wanna run from all of this. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. So break me if only I don't help me. I've been say the things you're holding on to. I know you wanted to feel at home again. You stay awake on your own when you're feeling hopeless. So call my name again. So break me if only I don't help me. I've been
Misclicking enter is the worst thing ever. Wait, what? He also once said, wait, what? I missed a whole lot. Art said, I gotta go. We had a guy who called himself Mr. Postal. He said that he slept like 4 hours max, and he was rested, and his online hours actually matched. He did also once say in response to me, it's fine, insult him, you're a fat admin, and you don't take damage from shame. It's fine, insult him, you're misclicking. It's fine, insult him, you're a fat admin. Silly little guy, damn it. It's getting cold. Yeah, it tends to do that at around 4 a.m., 4 a.m. That's usually actually the coldest point of the day, of most days. Usually you'd want to be under like a sheet or something that'll keep you warmer, and hopefully cozy and needing of sleep. Next.
scare me with how much I could love. You give me wings, how you lift me up. I can't lose you, I need you here. I can't lose you, I need you here. Nothing to say, ready to lose control. I didn't know I could feel like
I wonder. Let's try this broken layout group again. Vertical layout group. The layout group that never works. It's like it has. I can't even begin to describe how silly this thing is. Unity's setup for a vertical layout group is just like it makes me want to throw up sometimes.
wings, how you lift me up.
Like, you see, this area is where the layout group should be, right? It's like inside of this rect, but it's like all the way up here. Why? Why? Like, why is the height so ridiculous? Like, it should pick up on, like, when I made the design, when I made that other one, it auto sizes. Why is the default one for Unity not doing the same thing? I don't know. So we're just not going to use it.
Es el sueño el motor.
Like,
Son las metas
we're just not going to use it.
siempre hay que descubrir.
I was hopeful. Nobody can blame me for not trying.
Esta tierra tiene tanto que ofrecer. Es el sueño
Like,
el motor. Son las metas a alcanzar.
Yeah.
Siempre hay que descubrir.
I swear, man, cats really have no friggin' clue what they want. I had one as a kid that loved being outside until he didn't. And then it was like,
Tanto que ofrecer.
yes, you did. I remember that conversation. Oh, wow. Did she get the leash also? And has she been walking her hamster with a leash in public? She's going to get attention. I'm not sure if that's the attention that she wants to get, but she's going to get attention. Walking a hamster in public with a leash. On a leash. Okay. What other settings are there? This all we need is game display. Oh, I got you. Yeah, rabbits are super chill. I mean, we've talked about my friend's rabbit before. They're chill to the extent that it can be really bad. Pet rabbits are so chill that they just, I mean, it was really sad what happened with him, but it's like, it's a thing that rabbits do, right? They just don't show that they're hurting or anything. I don't know, but they're super adorable for sure. Like, I think rabbits are probably up, like, if I had to pick, number one would be a dog for sure. And number two, a rabbit. Definitely, when it comes to, like, just chill pets. Cats are, like, the last bottom of the line. Like, cats range between bipolar and pure evil. Oh yeah? Okay, I mean, that's a different issue then, right? Like, that's actually an addict, so it's like... Like, that's basically his life. He's on the bong. Gets messed up on nip and then goes. That's great.
I wake up kicking myself. Exhale, cause I heard it helps. But same old way I felt. Resting on my shoulders. Cold night in a sleepless bed. White eyes with a glaze of red. I'm going round and round. It won't let me out. Sing when I swim. I'm drowning in. I sing when I swim. From the pressure what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you're feeling inside. I just can take you out of my mind. And I gotta wake up without myself tomorrow. Try to confront every wall that you said. Even after you left, all this gap turned out to become sorrow. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you feel inside. This can take you out of my mind. You gotta sit in your eyes. Try to confront the skies. Can you feel my outside? But when the night fell, all my thoughts went to sleep. It gets harder to breathe, and I got marked by your eyes now and forever. Your decision, your lies, dancing with a disguise. When my hatred will rise, we'll realize that we're never meant to be together. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you feel inside. This can take you out of my mind. You gotta sit in your eyes. Try to confront the skies. Can you feel my outside?
Okay, I think that's good. Speak of the devil. Alright, I'm going to bed. Good night. Nice talking with you guys. Alright, have a great night, Stepan. I have a theory that toxoplasmosis is a bigger thing than we understand, and cats just evolved to use this. That's the theory. Nighty night, RCA. The brainworms give us power. I think I'm not just gonna get tired. Bro, like, it's already 10 something for me. I was planning on running this for like 3 hours, and I'm already in 3.5, I think. So I'm going to call it at some point soon. For right now, though, I just want to get a sense for like what I want the UI to look like. I think this is a good UI, though. I think this whole disintegrating sort of UI feel is interesting. So what do you think of the UI, man? Well, I mean, when you press different tabs, different ones are going to show up. But the idea is to keep it as minimal as possible. Right? I don't want it hooking up the entire screen for no reason. But there's going to be some UIs that... So, there's different approaches for when you're making UI. Some of them are like nested UI where you can transition between... between different... Oh, maybe you're right, actually. This style of UI might actually fit Neon Dash pretty well. When I get back to that, then for sure I'll look at that. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. All right. Sounds to me like as if it's not terrible, so that's a good sound. So then the character creation is just going to be basically using this UI, I think. This UI style. Pretty cool. I'm going to save this, and I think we're going to call it here for tonight. Nick, get some sleep, my man. Close your eyes, get the stress out, and just knock yourself out, man. Because it sucks waking up tired. It feels like I get nothing done when that happens. So all I'm going to do next is just animate this UI. When this one goes out, this UI is going to come out. Yeah, so like I think if I click here, then it's just going to show game right here, or game settings. And then it's going to have the scroll area for options that you can change or slide or things like that. And the same thing with the others. So it's going to be a title and then the scroll area. And that'll be it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright. Let's call it there. Alright, Nick. Have a wonderful night, man. And thank you for the setting up in the Discord. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, man.